energy. We are asking people to rethink their energy because energy is on an all-time demand. And we're going to do that through a few different ways. And I'm going to share that information with you as I go through this presentation. But did you know that energy has hit an all-time high across the United States? We were paying $28 a megawatt for energy. Now they're saying that we're going to be paying $389 by this time next year for sure, a megawatt, which has increased everyone's electricity significantly by about 45 up to 60%. That's a huge increase for anyone. So check on your loved ones this time of the year and just make sure they're good with their energy bill if you have not. And if you haven't, trust and believe, by the time this presentation over with, you'll be calling them. So energy prices are on a complete high, a complete rise. Many factors are contributing to the high electricity cost, and it is due to transition to renewables, increased demand in electrical cars and vehicles. If they're not paying it at the pump, they're going to have to pay it somewhere. So if you're charging your car, you're pulling off of our grid. I have a young lady, she has about a 3,000 square foot home with one dog and just her. And her electricity bill averages about $600 a month because she has 2 electrical cars. That's like having like 5 or 6 extra people in the household with you. Are you serious? So data centers, artificial intelligence, they are building so many data centers. I just found out Facebook is building a data center down the way from me, and it's 7 football fields. It's so big. So AI, you know, if you pull out something through AI, it literally takes about 10 times the electricity than it does to pull something from Google. So how many of you guys are using ChatGPT and using AI now than you weren't using it 4 or 5 years ago? Global instability is causing so many conflicts. So we're empowering people. We make a clean energy accessible and affordable for everyone. We want to make sure you know that you have a choice, transparency, and sustainability. So with that being said, we're going to do that these ways through community solar, auto save, think smart, and wait, what is a virtual power plant? So with that being said, guys, save on electricity. It is absolutely free to power up. No cost to install at all whatsoever. This is a farm. This is community solar. We're going to start with that. And many of you, when I say solar, people automatically think rooftop. Well, that's not this. So community solar is basically solar panels on the actual ground. And just to give you a quick overview of what that is and how it looks, here's
Imagine saving money on your electric bill just by supporting clean energy in your community. With Think Community Solar, you can. And it's easier than you think. You can now subscribe to a local solar farm and receive solar credits that lower your utility bill, with discounts ranging from 5 to 25% on those credits. It's part of a growing effort to expand access to clean energy, and you're invited to be part of it. When you subscribe, you're allocated a portion of a local solar farm. As your share generates electricity, you earn solar credits that reduce your utility bill. For example, if the discount in your area is 20% and your share produces $100 worth of electricity, you'll see a $100 credit on your utility bill. Then you'll pay Think Community Solar just $80 for those credits, saving you $20. Think of it like buying a $100 gift card for just $80, and then the full $100 automatically going toward your bill. Sign up in 3 minutes. No rooftop required. Rent, own, house, apartment, all qualify, and your savings can really add up. 5% minimum, up to 25% in some areas, depending on your state, for up to 20 years. Best of all, you're helping fund local solar projects that create jobs, reduce emissions, and power a cleaner future. This is Think Community Solar. Local energy, zero hassle. Imagine.
So guys, listen, how does it work? You have a solar farm. It lights up the grid. The same way you've been walking in a house turning on electricity, you're going to continue to do it. But there's just some exciting things. You're going to receive a digital discount on your electricity bill. And that is absolutely huge because here in Illinois, where I live, I have seen people get a discount up to a full bill amount, and sometimes to carry them past that. And so that's absolutely phenomenal to open your electricity bill and it says $0 due. And it doesn't happen for every single person, but if you can get a 5 to 30% discount on your bill, would you take it? Absolutely, you would. So with that being said, the exciting part about this is we're in all of these states to be active. And we have these states coming up: Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, California, Wisconsin, Washington. What's up next? New Mexico, Oregon, and Delaware. But look at all the blue. Every state has to take this actual opportunity for community solar, and they're going to open up. So you are in front of the masses. Now, the only state didn't take it was Texas and Florida, but don't worry, we have something special for them. Now, if you can get between a 5 to 30% guaranteed savings off your electric bill, who guarantees the savings? Your actual state backs up this savings. It is a law for them to have to give you this savings. So if you're not getting it, why not? Go out and talk to the person who invited you to this call. Make sure you get your savings before you leave. Guaranteed for 20 years, no rooftop required, which means you can live in an apartment. You can live in a townhome. You can live in a trailer home. It does not matter. You are still eligible for this discount. It's free to enroll, and it's free to cancel. And you can cancel at any time if you don't want a savings. I don't know why, but if that's the case, hey, that's who you are. Renters qualify. It doesn't matter even if you're renting someone's home. As long as you have an electricity bill, you can get this savings. It shows up on your bill in the form of a discount. Community solar, negative $115. How many people would like that today, right? So this person pays a smaller amount, negative $11.21 for community solar. That's it. That's all. It just shows up in the form of a discount. Now, I want to talk to you about our proprietary technology, which is called AutoSave. This is how we save homeowners on their kilowatts per hour, because that's what adds up to your electricity bill. Everyone uses energy differently. So with no fees, no stress, no surprises, 100% upside, we want to help you save money
Welcome to
on your
AutoSave,
bill.
the easiest way to save money on electricity automatically. No more shopping around, no fees, no risk. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier. Everyone uses energy differently, yet most people pay the same price. We believe you should be rewarded for being a smart energy user. With AutoSave, your Think Energy rate is personalized just for you. Here's how it works. You sign up for AutoSave. We review your personalized Think Energy rate offer every month. If your personalized rate offer can beat the utility's price to compare, we switch you. If not, you're served by the utility. We look for savings every month so you don't have to. And as you can see, over time, your savings can really add up. If there's an opportunity to save with Think Energy, it'll happen, all upside, with the peace of mind of the utility's standard rate as your safety net. Simple, risk-free, and automatic. And you'll always know what's happening. We actively monitor your savings potential and notify you if your energy supply changes. Still the same utility, still the same bill. Just guaranteed savings anytime Think Energy is your supplier, with no interruption to your service. AutoSave is all upside, and you'll have peace of mind knowing that you'll never pay more than your utility's standard rate. That's AutoSave.
So guys, AutoSave is actually in Illinois, Ohio, DC, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and we have already launched Delaware. If you are in these states that are under review, you are actually receiving a fixed rate for 1 to 3 years. We do not do that thing called bait and switch. We don't bait you in, give you an amount, and then raise your rates. That's not who we are at all. So I absolutely love the fact that we help people every single day, and that is eliminating the churn for most customers. Your price will never go above the utility rate, always guaranteed to connect to Think Energy, and there are no customer renewals. So I tell people, you're going to set it, forget it. You don't have to worry about a month-to-month agreement, but a lot of people don't even know that they have a choice. Like 90-some-odd+% in every state, they don't even know that they have a choice, that they can choose a different provider to save them money. So that is exciting. It shows up on your bill in a format of this. This is an Eversource bill out of Connecticut. It says Eversource is the supplier. But when you connect with Think Energy, the only thing changes is the name. Oh, one other thing that's actually a little small. Oh, wait. The price changed. and the amount is different. And we help you save money. If I don't have to send you an extra $5, $10, $20, $30 a month, I don't care who you are. If I don't have to send it to you and I can keep it, I want to keep it for myself. So one of the largest energy markets in the United States is Texas. I told you I had something for you guys in Texas. Now, Florida, you kind of like falling off, but Texas, I got you. 1/7 of America's electricity is consumed in Texas. Think Smart is now available in Texas, and it has been for over a year now. And it is actually helping so many people there. 26 million people deregulated, a 40 billion with the B dollar energy market. So guys, I'm super excited to let you know that Think Smart is here to help you. Here's a quick video.
At Think Energy, we've built a way to lower your energy bill and keep your home comfortable, and you'll barely have to lift a finger. Now live in Texas, Think Smart is an innovative technology designed to save you money on autopilot. All you need is 5 minutes to connect your Wi-Fi enabled Ecobee, Honeywell, or Residio thermostat, and we'll drive it from there. Think Smart optimizes your energy usage by making small adjustments, just a few degrees, to keep you comfortable and lower your energy bills. And you can always override it for complete control. Once connected, you'll receive $10 in monthly bill credits for as long as the devices remain connected. Savings that add up. Ready to save effortlessly? Join the community of energy-savvy customers lowering their bills and enjoying total comfort. To learn more, contact your local Think Plus independent energy advisor. It's time to think smart with Think Energy.
Guys, listen, the Texas market is absolutely huge. I have this young lady, she had a two-bedroom apartment, she has a couple kids, and she said, Lynette, my bill is high. I took her bill and I did an analysis of it, and I broke her bill down from $342. I took out the taxes, and I was able to get her bill down to $156.28, giving her a savings in the state of Texas of $188.34 with a Think Smart thermostat. But if she didn't have it, she still would have saved $172. So guys, let me tell you, we've helped a lot of people in Texas, and now we have something called a home battery program. And this is absolutely huge for us because we are going to launch this battery program March of 2026. And right now we have the beta testing going on. And guys, people are so excited because our company has partnered up with EcoFlow. EcoFlow is a trusted brand with more than 3 million batteries sold in the US, 5 billion worldwide. This particular battery is trusted by Costco, Home Depot, Lowe's, REI, Amazon, Sam's Club. The Times Best Invention of 2025, they won that award. And why did they do that? Let me share with you why.
Every summer we see it. Record heat, record energy demand, and the same story on repeat. Regular outages, soaring prices, a grid pushed to the breaking point.
The Earth is still hot, and so is the demand for electricity.
More energy is better than less energy.
With the rise of AI technology, demand on power plants is increasing.
Here's the thing. The grid we all depend on was built more than 100 years ago, for a time when electricity flowed one way, from a few big power plants to every home and business. But that world has changed. Today, millions of devices draw power every second. Demand for electricity keeps growing, but the grid hasn't kept pace. And it's not steady. Some hours we have plenty of power, others we're short. That's why electricity now costs different amounts at different times of day. When demand peaks, energy gets expensive. And when we need less energy, it's cheap. And this means consumers have to work harder and pay more for less reliable energy. Until now. A quiet revolution has started. Home batteries can now store energy when it's cheap or abundant, and use or even sell it back when it's needed most. Link thousands of those batteries together with smart software, and you get something entirely new called a virtual power plant. Instead of waiting for a distant generator to fire up, these connected devices can instantly feed energy back into the grid. The grid pays providers for this support. Those earnings can be shared with customers, lowering costs for the homeowners whose batteries made it possible. For consumers, that means significantly lower costs, predictable rates, and backup power when the grid fails, along with a direct role in building a cleaner, more resilient energy system. We are reshaping how electricity works as we're preparing to bring this idea to scale.
Think Plus will be partnering with a next-generation virtual power plant, connecting homes, batteries, and people into one intelligent energy network.
Our consumers will pay much less for even more reliable energy, with backup power for their homes. And when enough homes join, the grid gets stronger and energy becomes something we all share. This is the power of connection.
Coming soon from Think Plus.
You can save on your electricity costs. Now, they're going to give you a fixed rate when you come into the system with this battery. Homeowners, right? It's a free backup power for your home. There is always some type of rolling blackout through the state of Texas. I was talking to a girlfriend and it just went black, and she lives in Spring, Texas. So with that being said, I absolutely love the fact that there is no cost to install. That's a $30,000 system that you're going to get for free. So who do you know in Texas that owns a home and can receive a fixed rate? And I heard a little birdie say the fixed rate that somebody is getting is 7 cents a kilowatt. Guys, that's absolutely huge. So the battery, when it peaks in energy in Texas, your battery is going to kick in and keep you at a low rate. That's it. That's all. That's pretty much how it works. And you're going to save tons of money in Texas. They're talking 50 to 70% off of your electricity bill, which is absolutely huge for our Texas.
But here's what I want you to understand, because you may not really totally understand about this battery program. Because when I first heard it, I didn't really totally get it. But what I did understand, me living in Texas, I remembered the Texas freeze. I remembered that the Texas freeze showed us one thing, that the grid could not protect us. The grid collapsed, millions lost power, homes went dark, families froze, and I was one of the recipients where the pipes burst. So guess what, guys?
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
Not only does Houston have a problem, Texas has a problem. All over the country, there's a problem. Why? Because see, open AI is happening. It's happening now. It's not just the future, but it's projected to use up to 10 gigawatts of power, enough to power 7.5 million homes. What does that mean? It's becoming one of the biggest energy users in the world. Who's going to be affected by it? We are. That's going to cause our bills to get higher. And here's the thing, just one planned AI data center campus will draw more electricity than the entire city of New York. What does that mean? This is why the grid is under pressure. Now, we can't go to sleep on this. We can't act like this is not going to happen. And you know who's paying attention? Google is. Google is preparing to invest trillions of dollars to build space-based AI infrastructure satellites powered by constant sunlight, operating as an off-planet data center to ease the strain on the Earth's power grid, because the Earth's power grids are not ready for this. Even the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission recently said this: the country needs every single megawatt, every single electron it can get to meet the peak demand, especially as AI data centers load grows and electrification of industry, transport picks up. And it's picking up, guys. So let me make sure that you really understand this home battery, because it's starting in Texas, but it's about to spread throughout the country, where we're able to supply this information and this battery to homeowners. How does it work? In plain English, when electricity is cheap, usually at night or off the peak, the battery automatically fills up from the utility. It uses that stored power when the prices rise. This is part of how the virtual power plant works. Have you ever heard of a virtual power plant? Probably not, because it hasn't been done before. This is innovative. We're sitting right now in the midst of the room when Bill Gates said there's going to be a computer in every house. See, this is how customers will use the system when they first install it. Grid charging plus smart exchange. And then the smart thermostat is going to bring it all together. The smart thermostat, it might adjust by a degree or two to reduce the load. Small change, big effect. I personally have a smart thermostat in my house right now. And I have no clue when it makes those changes to save me money when times when I wouldn't even know it for myself. And then the battery discharge. The battery might discharge to power the home instead of me having to pay from the grid. So that's a savings for the customer. And then the virtual power plant, if you're enrolled in it, the battery can send power to the grid or reduce the demand, and the homeowner is the one who gets credited. So it's a win-win-win. Homeowner sees lower overall electricity costs, has a backup in the case of an outage, and becomes part of a network helping to stabilize the grid and receive savings. Now, wait a minute. You said free. Well, I'm going to answer your question before you even start asking. How in the world can a $20,000 to $30,000 ocean flow home battery be free? I thought you'd never ask. Well, fact is, the battery isn't free. You're just not paying for it. The battery does cost money, but Think Energy, through their partnerships and the grid programs, pays for the equipment, the installation, the maintenance, and you become the host of the battery, not the buyer of the battery. So why would we do this? Why would we install a 30,000 battery in your home for 15 years? Because the grid pays for program participation. The grid desperately needs some stored energy to stabilize the peak demand. They don't want to build power plants because that costs billions of dollars. The utilities are actually paying companies for that energy support. Your battery becomes part of a virtual power plant, a network of home batteries the grid can tap into when needed. Think Energy doesn't make money from you, they make it from the grid. But then you've got to have that smart thermostat because that's what ensures that the whole system works efficiently. By the way, it's our own proprietary technology, and it monitors your home's usage, stores the power when demand is low, reduces the use during expensive hours, and maximizes both your savings and the company's grid earnings. So, guess what? You're going to need to have either 2 or 3 of these services, depending on what state you're in. If you're in the Texas market right now, you got to get that Think Smart technology because it's going to work in congruence with the battery. If you're in other states, you want to have the battery and the autosave because it will work in congruence with the battery or even outside of the battery, giving you savings. And if you're in another state, you have the choice of even getting community solar. Guess what, guys? All of these do nothing but save money for the consumer. And none of them cost you anything. Now, if somebody invited you here, you want to thank them because they wanted you to see this information and they wanted you to first and foremost get the information so you can start saving because this grid is going to be under strain because of AI. But I want to ask you, if this is good for you, could it be good for somebody else? See, always when we think about this, we know somebody else who's what? Using electricity. And if you think that, then guess what? It might be an additional stream of income for you. So now for the next few minutes, I want you to hear some information about that.
Guys, I must tell you, I just didn't lock in with the energy. It is this opportunity that I locked in with. He's such a phenomenal leader. I have a huge amount of respect for him. He was written up in Success Magazine about 10 years ago. And I must tell you, he featured his mom. And I absolutely love that about him. He's such a caring individual for family, which is absolutely humbling, as well as he's made a lot of money in this business. He loves to have fun, but he's helped so many people. He has helped hundreds and hundreds of people promoting this business. So you got to do me a favor and give it up for none other than my personal sponsor, Milton Burke Jr.
So again, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into the money. Lynette was so nice to break down the first half. And now I'm just going to talk to you about how we get paid and how I've been blessed to earn millions of dollars in this industry. So let's go ahead. Let's get right into things. There's no need to waste any time. You give me about 10 to 15 minutes and I'm going to be out of your way. So what if I could show you how to get paid every single time you, your family, hundreds, thousands, millions of people all over the world, people you never even met in your life. What if I could show you how to get paid every single time they pay their electricity bill, a bill that we know people will pay when they won't pay nothing else because they are not going to walk around the house in the dark. Just think about it, family. There are people that's in foreclosure, and if they don't pay anything else, guess what? They pay their electricity bill. There are people that will let their car get repossessed, but will not let their electricity bill go unpaid. This is the one thing that you will be able to count on people doing when they won't do anything else, because I promise you this, in 2025 going into 2026, if people can find a way to get out of paying for anything, you better believe they're going to find a way. But it's one thing they have not found the way to get out of paying for, and that's electricity. So thank God for electricity. Now, we get paid 9 different ways, unlike a job that only pays you one way. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with a job. I am not that entrepreneur that's going to tell you to quit your job. You're going to be rich tomorrow. No, you will never hear me say that. I tell my people when they get started, stay on your job. Please stay on your job. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. Have I helped people come off their job? Many people in the last 11 years. However, I'm not that person to tell you to quit right away like this is going to happen overnight for you. No, all I'm saying to you is this. Take that one way you may earn on your job or more, add our 9 ways, and now you get paid 10 different ways, which just makes sense because more than likely we all have over 10 bills hitting us every single month. Why not have 10 streams of income? That just makes sense if you ask me. Now, what is your why? I don't know your why. Only you know your why. I know my why when I got started in this industry a little bit over 11 years ago. I was pursuing a music career. And I was getting taxed to have my records spent on the radio on 92.3. For those that's familiar with Chicago DJs, DJ Ferris, DJ Nathan's, you know, Shondell, they would charge me like $1,400, $1,500 a month to spin a record on the radio. This was back in 2014, right? And I wanted to pursue a music career back then. And make a long story short, you know, just wanted more income to be able to do what it was that I wanted to do, as well as be able to do some great things for my mother and my family. End up getting in this industry and my entire passion changed, right? So that was my why back then. My why now, it's all about time freedom. It's all about being able to say, you know what? If I don't feel like getting up to 4 p.m. every day, I don't have to get up to 4 p.m. It's all about saying, like today, I don't know why my sinuses has been bothering me today, but I said, you know what? If I want to get going to bed and just sleep at 1 p.m. or do whatever I want to do, I can just do that, right? And I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know this is what this industry can do for you if you put the work in. It will allow you to earn income from these smartphones, right? So that is my why. What is your why? Only you know. However, whatever your why is, Think Energy can help you get a step closer to that as long as you're willing to put the work in. Now, with any business, we all can agree that there's always an investment. In order to get something out, you got to put something in. It's no difference here. You all, I used to sell candy back in 8th grade in 2002, going into 2003, right? Yeah, because I graduated from 8th grade in 2003. So, yeah, I was making $50 to $100 a day, sometimes selling candy as a 13-year-old kid. I had people selling candy for me and everything, right? I was really doing that. But even back then, in 8th grade, I had to go and I couldn't drive then. I had to have my mother drive me to Sam's Club on Torrance and bring me to Sam's Club so I can get my inventory, right? I had to get what I needed to go make money at school the next day. And this wasn't something she was making me do. I just, you know, I like having money, you know. So I was like, man, I'm about to sell this candy. But even in 8th grade, I understood that I had to put something in to get something out. So even as a grown adult, we all, I know already on the Zoom, understand that nothing in life is free. Nothing, absolutely nothing. You got to put something in. But the good thing is here is that the investment is minimal and the return can be unbelievable. We're talking about $59, less than the price of a haircut, less than the price of a couple of cases of Fiji water, you can pretty much print money from your phone, which should be making us money anyway, especially if it's a smartphone. All right, it's only smart if it's making money, right? How many businesses can you do this in? How many businesses can you sign up for only $59? One-time fee, no monthly overhead. A lot of companies, guess what? You're going to pay a website fee. You're going to pay for some products every single month for an auto ship. You have none of that here. The only other fee you would have if you decide to join us in this business will be an annual renewal. For example, if you join today, which you should be ready to join the minute I get done with this Zoom, and I'm almost done. Now, this is not a contract. If for some reason you feel that this business is not working for you, don't pay the $149. All right? Don't do it. But I promise you this, if you follow the system I'm going to give you, the minute you join our team, we're going to make sure you have the system. Guess what? You're going to be glad. You're going to be happy to pay that $149. I can promise you that. Now, you get all those tools you see right here with that one-time $59. All right? I don't have to read it. You all see it, and you get even more tools as well. Now, let's say someone is getting started today. Let's say we have a guest on the line named Elizabeth, right? Elizabeth says, I want to get paid every single time I pay my electricity bill. Milton, I'm ready. Sign me up. Well, if she's in a state like where many of us live in, Illinois, guess what? We have electricity and community solar. Elizabeth's going to take 2 minutes to go to her website and sign up for electricity. All right. She's going to earn $20 in 2 minutes, but also she's going to sign up for community solar. So she's going to earn an additional $50 in another 2 minutes. In less than 5 minutes, she would have earned $70. Family, how many businesses can you start today and become profitable today? I want you all to really think about that. How many? They say it takes your average business owner 6 years just to become profitable after starting their business if they don't fail in the first 2 years of business. So when I saw this, and I've already been, doing this type of business for many, many years and earning millions in this industry, I let my sponsor know. I said, Kurt, brother, if you mean to tell me that when people sign up, I never have to worry about people coming back to me saying they lost money on this or they didn't make money. All they got to do is become their customer for free or go get another customer and they're profitable and they don't have an overhead. I said, Kurt, we're about to make a lot of money. We're about to make millions. This is a game changer, right? So Elizabeth does this. She's excited. I said, Elizabeth, I just need you to press play, Elizabeth. I don't need you to go speak to no one. I said, Elizabeth, the less you say, the more money you make. I need you to be good at getting people on a Zoom, be good at getting people in front of a YouTube video. And she said, okay, I can do that. If you are a guest on this line and you believe you can press play, I would like you to put in the chat, I can press play. And if you can do that, when you get people in front of the information, guess what? And they fall on your level 1, you're going to earn up to $35 for every customer that comes in on your level 1. So let's say Barbara is on Elizabeth's level 1 and Barbara puts in 10 customers. Well, that's $350 for Elizabeth. She may not have gathered no customers, but because Barbara's on her level 1, she's going to get paid that money. But it gets even better. As Elizabeth ranks up, guess what? She can earn an additional $20 on every customer up to unlimited levels and up to $44 on every community solar customer up to unlimited levels. This does not include the residual income, family. This is exciting. If this does not get you excited, I don't know what will. This is how we get paid weekly. All right. This helps you as you build up your residual income, and it can equal up to be thousands of dollars daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. It's totally up to you and your team's work ethic. All right. Now, if Elizabeth is on our team, she already knows we have a motto, which is success, love, speed. So we want to get her promoted ASAP. How do you get promoted? You need 5 customer points. In some markets like Illinois, you can receive up to 3 points per household. She goes out and gets 3 people to take a look at a video like this. They say, yes, I am in. She helps them get 5 customers. Congratulations. She has a total of 20 team customer points. She now is a regional energy advisor. If she does not want to go and recruit new energy advisors and she just wants to go get the customers, she can do that and she will still promote. All right. In her first 30 days, Elizabeth will earn at least $450 to $1,700 in your first 30 days off of a $59 investment. And you could possibly earn more than this. All right, this is just letting you know that you will definitely be able to become profitable without a doubt in your first 30 days. All right. Now, every time you promote in this business, you are paid out a bonus. If you promote to the first 3 levels and you fast start and you do it in the amount of time you see right here, guess what? They're going to double the bonus. But even if you move a little slow than most, it's okay. You may have other businesses, other things that's more important to you. Guess what? They're not going to take the bonus away from you as far as over here. You're still going to get all this money no matter how long it takes you to promote. A lot of companies, they're banking on you not promoting in the time frame that they have put out there because they know most people want, so they never have to pay this money. Think Energy is not trying to have any excuse to why they're not going to pay you this money. No matter how long it takes you, you can rest assured, you can be rest assured that you will earn your $84,000 per position when you promote to the top of this company. All right, you'll get it every step that you go. For example, when you go regional, I share with you all, you get 100, but if you do it in 30 days, you'll get 200. All right, you go senior energy advisor, 6 personal customer points, 200 total customer points. They're going to still give you $250 bare minimum. But if you do it in 90 days, they're going to double it. Okay, and so forth and so forth. So they don't make you have to, get to the top and then you get a big lump sum of $84,000. No, every time you promote, they're going to chunk away to that $84,000. But when it's all said and done, it will equal up to be $84,000 per position. Some of you have husbands, you have wives. Guess what? They can work their business in a separate position from you, and it'll be $84,000 for her, $84,000 for you. And if you have children over the age of 18, they can get their own $84,000 as well, which is unheard of. Now, this is why I joined this industry back when I was 25, residual income. In life, there's 2 ways people make money. Linear is when you go to work for 40 hours, you get paid 40 hours. But what happens is if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. Residual income is that money that comes in when you don't go in. What this is showing you is what would happen if everybody only went out and got 3 advisors. And you showed those 3 how to get 3. And that turned to 9. And they went and got 3. And that turned to 27. By the time this is compounded to the 10th level, that's over 88,000 people responsible for your income. Could you imagine how much easier it would be for you to go out and do whatever it is you want to do at any time of the day if you had 88,000 other people contributing to your income? Now, what this model was showing you is what would happen if everybody only went out and got 5 customers, the bare minimum. And you're going to have some people like Linda Powell, like Lynette, Dr. Ross, that's going to go out and get hundreds of customers just themselves. But this is showing you what would happen if everybody did the bare minimum, 5 customers. And this compounded to the 10th level. That's over 442,000 customers you would get paid off of. But how many did you go and get? 5. Now we get paid from band 1 to band 7. Band 1 is like a studio apartment. Band 7 is like a mini mansion. If your organization looks just like this, you will stand to make over $500,000 every 30 days on this one way we earn income. Family, $500,000 every 30 days on one of 9 ways you earn income. That is amazing. Now, I want you to know that people really do earn this type of income. Matter of fact, I remember me and Hyperjet, when we first met in the first company we met in 10 years ago, we had friends and mentors of ours that were earning $1 million a month. We saw the checks. All right. And they just did that just off of electricity and gas. We have community solar. We have electricity. We have auto save. We have Think Smart. And we have a new home battery program. We have things that no other energy company has. And this opportunity is 100 times bigger than that opportunity was 10 years ago. All right. So I'm letting you all know that this is real. Will it happen overnight? Absolutely not. This may take you 5-10 years to do, but hey, if God says so, we're all going to still be here, right? We might as well, because that time is going to fly by no matter what. Now, one thing I love about this business is that not only are they so nice when it comes to the pay, but when you go senior energy advisor, which is simply 200 total customer points, they're going to let you unlock infinity pay, where you're going to get paid to unlimited levels just with having 200 total customer points in your entire team. And another thing I love about this business before we close is that, in a lot of companies, you have to beg your advisors to stay in the game, to stay focused, don't quit, or you don't get paid. Well, check this out. Even if your entire team quit on you, all 88,000 EAs, and they went on to do other opportunities. Do you know why you would still get paid? Well, I'm going to tell you. You want to know why? Because even when people quit on themselves or they just quit, guess what they will never, ever, ever start doing? They're not going to walk around the house in the dark with their services disconnected. That's not happening. So you stay in the game. And I promise you this every single month, and I'm telling you all from experience, no matter, I got 4,000 people in my organization in about a year. We're going to have at least 10,000 in the next 6 months. We started last year, April. Guess what? I'm not going to tell you all 4,000 are probably active, right? All 4,000 got their investment back and made money if they put a bill in. But this is the thing. No matter who starts, who stops, who loses focus, guess what goes up every single month? And it just keeps compounding. It never goes down. That residual income. So you stay in the game. Don't you quit, because you have a true recession-proof service and a true residual. All right. And that's what gets me fired up. Now, the last way we earn income before we close is our partner pool. Now, when you have 10,000 customer points in your entire organization, you are now considered, or not considered, you are now qualified to get paid off of every customer that's ever coming to Think Plus from day one, whether they're under you or not. This is in the whole company, right? So your uplines customers, your crosslines customers, it does not matter. Every customer that's ever became a customer from day one, doesn't matter if you started year 7, guess what? And we only in year 2, but I'm just saying, if you waited till year 7 and you went partner year 7, August, year 7, September, you can expect a check from Think Plus every single month moving forward off of every customer that's ever coming to Think Plus from day one. This is like creating your own pension. This is something that people work 40 years to create. And you have people in this opportunity, 3 to be exact, that's not only hit partner where they were getting 1 share. They're now regional partners where they're doubling the money, 2 shares off of every customer that's ever come to Think. One of them is my sponsor, who lives in Florida, who's also earned millions of dollars in that first opportunity with us that I met Hyperjack in, Kirk, right? His sponsor, Big John, who also is in Florida, who's earned millions in the energy industry with Falquist, our CEO, right? And then somebody else, Big John sponsor. So Big John sponsored Bella and Kirk, my sponsor, right? And guess what? They hit partner before he even hit partner. But now all 3 of them are regional partners out of 20,000 EAs in Think Plus. And there's about 20,000 plus EAs. And thanks to many of you all on this Zoom, we will be the 4th partner. We're at about 9,500 customers, and we will be the 4th partner. And I say we because there's no I in team, right? And I understand that, and I'm appreciative of all you all. But 4 out of 20,000 is not bad. And we just got started April 1st last year. So again, you all, we are not playing. We are excited. So at the end of the conversation, you know, there's always 3 types of people. First person says, you know what, sounds good, makes sense, but making money this way may not be for me. And if making money this way is not for you, that's not for me to understand. That's for you to understand. If what you are doing is working out for you, keep doing it. Don't stop. I am not here to tell you to stop doing what you're doing if what you're doing is working. What I am here to say is that if I were you and you were looking for an additional stream of income, or you just say, look, I need more time with my family. See, everybody doesn't have money problems. Some people have time problems. Like, I can't make it to my son's graduation. I can't make it to my daughter's volleyball games that she has 3 times a week. And I'm sick of that. Or I'm sick of going on vacation. I have to ask someone, can I go on vacation, and only being able to be on vacation for 5 days. This opportunity can give you your time freedom. I'm telling you what it can do. And it can be an extra stream of income for those who choose, right? And me personally, being in different businesses and starting different businesses, and, you know, coming from an entrepreneurial family where we own trucking companies and daycare centers, and knowing how sometimes you can be even a slave to your own business, especially when employees don't ever want to show up to work, right? You can be a slave to your own business. I just say, why not take a chance with $59 versus $50,000 to go start another business and wait 6-5 years for it to be profitable, or however long, when you can start this business for less than the price of many things and become profitable today. That just makes sense if you ask me. But if you say it doesn't make sense to you, no problem. We thank you for at least getting the information. At least you will never, ever be able to say that you didn't have an opportunity to be first and create generational wealth. All right. But at least support the person that invites you on to be their customer. I know they'll appreciate you. And if you don't want to save, it's no problem. Go back to the incumbent and you can continue to pay more. No harm, no foul, because again, we're not locking you into no contract. You can leave at any time. Second person says, you know what? I'm a little skeptical. There's nothing wrong with being skeptical, because with most skeptical people, once they get their questions answered, they shoot to the top of the company. All I suggest is this. If you have any questions, let us answer your questions. Have the person that got you on the Zoom get you on the Zoom with me or on the phone, right? I would love to answer your questions. If you say, hey, I don't want you to answer my questions because they pay you, you may be biased. No problem. Go ask someone that's earned a significant amount of income in network marketing or direct sales. They could be a part of Ambit Energy, Herbalife, Rural Ventures, ACN, Mary Kay. It doesn't matter, but let them see this how you saw it. Do not go try to explain this, because you can't explain what you just saw. It's too much information. And if you go and try to do it that way, I promise you they're going to go into the witness protection program on you, right? But if you let them see it how you saw it, I promise you, they'll probably be ready to join, right? All right. And the third person, just like most of us, we said $59. Hold on, let me get this straight. You mean we can go out and earn millions of dollars, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, even thousands for some of you that's not going to put in that type of work, which is okay. You may have millions coming from your other businesses. That's fine. But even to be able to earn that type of income and get paid off of what you start, not just off of what you're doing, we would have to be not very wise to at least give it a shot and say, you know what? If nothing else, we're going to give this a shot. We're going to save money and we just going to see what's happening. Because we're not going to sit back like we saw many people sit back. We didn't sit back when these people earned $100 million in the last opportunity. We got in as well, right? But they were there before us. They were first, but we came late. But there's no way we were going to sit back and watch people, again, make $100 million in a space that's new, right? That's 100 times bigger than that last space. And we know that even in that last space, there are people that we still talk to today that still at least, they may not be at $1 million a month, but they still at least $200,000 a month, right? Residual, because of a decision they made in 2006. And now they're about to celebrate their 20-year anniversary in 2026, next year. Like, we've seen this before, but not on this big of a scale that it's about to be on because of technology and what we have. So we said, no, we're not going to play with it. We spend $59 all day, every day, right? So we got started. We're so glad we did. We took advantage of it. And some of us went on to earn six figures our first year, multiple six figures our first year off of a $59 investment. Okay, so that just speaks for itself. So I'm excited, you all. I want to encourage you to get back with the person that invites you onto the Zoom. We are in the middle of a blitz right now. So we want to welcome you and encourage you to get your people on our Zoom every day. I want to challenge you all before I close. I want to challenge you all to just see what happens. I guarantee you, going into 2026, you will build something so massive. It will be a monster, as Big John says. You won't even be able to stop it if you wanted to, right? So get on board with us. Start your new year now, because when you're already in motion, you don't have to worry about everybody, like what everybody else going to do. Oh, when January 1st hit, I'm going to make my New Year's resolutions. No. Start your new year now, so you're already in motion, right?